Hello, 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 Sagittarians. How are you guys doing? Woo, boy, that was quick. How's everybody doing? My name is Patti. I'm here to do your intuitive tarot. I also do intuitive coaching, spiritual coaching, life balance coaching, and health coaching. A lot of different degrees. I have 2 different degrees plus other stuff. So anyway, let's get started. This is for the March 8th through the 14th, guys. There is a full moon, or excuse me, a new moon in this. I haven't not, I apologize, have not had time to look at the astrology aspects of everything up until just yesterday. And so there is a new moon coming in on the 13th for this reading. However, I'm not going to do a new moon reading until I know if I'm off my drugs. So for those of you who don't know, I'm having knee replacement surgery on the 10th. This is being recorded on the 5th. So if you get this before the 10th, I'm doing that. So I've been super, super swamped, and I have not had time to do astrology. So I did look at it yesterday. New moon's coming in on the 13th. I may, if I don't have a lot of ooziness and stuff from the surgery, I will come on and do a live new moon. But if not, sorry, I just can't. So anyway, with that said, let's get started. So this is through the 8th through the 14th. And for you newbies, as far as how on my tarot, what you're going to learn is I pull 3 oracles. First one is divine. This time is divine. Second one is for the current week. And the third one is for the energies coming into the next week. Now, as far as intuitive, what I talk about is that your choices that you make, I do this every week because the choices you make are going to change the retrospect of how those energies are going to be for the next week. So what I mean by that is divine might tell you to go this way, you go that way, so the energies completely change. I mean, in all honesty, I should probably be doing this daily. I just don't have the time. So we are going to pick the second card, which is the current week, and then the future card is for the week going in and into the next week. However, depends on you how all that changed. All right. So we got 2 cards out already. The first card being the Bee. Now that's the Divine's card, right? And that is a number 7. So the number 7 is all about your potential and your ambition. And the Bee is all about being a really industrious worker. And also, it gets the sweet victory at the end. It gets the sweet rewards at the end because it's worked so hard. It gets the honey, right? It also might get the queen bee. Who knows? But the thing is, I don't go with the first word on this card, which says luck. I do not believe in luck. So I believe in that there is a reason for everything. I believe in we create our own manifestations. We can create our own destiny because we have that power within. So this is a thing the divine is telling us. If we work hard, I know that sounds horrible. If we work hard, we will see the rewards. We will see the end in the ending. However, it's not only working towards that, it's listening. Thank you. So it's listening to your destiny. It's listening to what the divine has for you. Because I'll tell you what, in all reality, if you're doing what the divine has a calling for you to do, if you're going your path the way that your journey is supposed to be going, it's not work. It's not work. And how do I know that? Because I'm living it. You know, I used to take job after job after job. And yes, we have to do those at times, but we have to keep doing the job, but thinking of our vision and our journey. And that's what the divine is about. What is that vision he has given you that you need to keep working for? Even if you're in a day-to-day job, what is it that you're working for? Because at some point you'll get there. And when I took my business, I bought a business. It's not a job anymore. It is a pleasure to do it. And that's where I think the divine is wanting you to look on this is where is it you're headed? What passion is it? What's burning inside that, yes, you're going to have to work at it to get it going. But what's really cool about the divine is if you're in that path to your journey, to your purpose, calling, whatever you want to call it, but you're doing what you're supposed to be doing because you have skills and talents and things inside you that maybe you don't even understand, which is okay, cool. But the thing is that you're working towards it, then you're in your calling, it's easy. he will put the people and the places and the resources in it. I could tell you a whole story here, but it would take too long. And it'll be in my book. But you've got to understand that if you follow the path that you're supposed to be on, it is not hard. In fact, you will love it and enjoy it. Okay, so that's the B. That's the energy of the divine. Okay, that's for your purpose, your ambition, that's your progress, that's your forward movement, that's your visions. Okay, so the current card for the week is restriction. Hate that word, don't we? We don't want to be restricted. We want to just be able to do whatever we want. So that's the current energy. Now, these two have to go together. He's smart. He's smart. And for those of you who are like, oh, she believes in that. No, energy. Divine is energy. I don't care what you call it. It's energy. God is energy. Allah's energy, Buddha's energy, everybody's energy that's passed on, but the divine is the big creator energy. So, and that's where you get your wisdom. So restrictions are, though, you have to think about the restrictions, because on the restrictions, we look at those as a negative, and it really isn't. Restrictions are setting your standards and your boundaries. Thank you. I appreciate that. The thing is, with our standards and our boundaries, those allow us to love ourselves, for one, big time, because then nobody will take advantage or step on you, or you allow it. And that's really, really the key thing to setting your standards and your boundaries, so that nobody walks all over you or takes advantage of you, or you take advantage of somebody else. That's really, really key. The other thing about restrictions are it helps with temptations when they come their way, because our flesh is so weak. That's why when certain men and women get together and they shouldn't be together and things happen, it's because our temptations are too weak. Temptations are strong, our body's weak. Okay, so knowing your restrictions. I don't know who this is for. I don't know what your restrictions are. I don't know what your standards. See, I don't like that word restrictions. I like standards and boundaries, because that's love. And that's what divine is about. Thank you. So the divine is about love and truth. And who are you being true to? Love and truth to yourself, love and truth to whoever, who probably wouldn't even give a crap if you took off or whatever. This is where the restrictions are. So I don't like the word restrictions. I like that it keeps you in check. So you get married, you get married and you're a monogamous relationship, and somebody steps out, has a relationship outside the marriage or outside the relationship. Then what do? You pull them in and you check them and just say, hey, now what are we going to do about this? Is this something you're going to continue to do? Because if you're going to continue to do it, I'm leaving. If this was a mistake, if this was a one-time thing and it's never going to happen again, and you feel trust that you can trust them, okay, let's work through this restriction, this standard and boundary. This is my standard. This is my boundary. If you don't like it, keep moving. But yes, we do have to compromise. We do have to compromise. Focus is our future energy, guys. Focus, focus, focus. That is a key energy for the next week. All right. So that's current energies, restriction. And that is also too, that's also too, these are all, this is a pattern. This is actually a cycle. Wow. You are really good. Whoever is coming through, really, really good. Because look at the 3. So you have the B, which is working really, really hard, and he knows his restrictions. He knows which way his standards is, whatever. He knows not to go sit in the grass when people are around, because he'll get stepped on, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want those low vibrations. You don't want those low energies. You don't want those toxic people in your life. Restrict them out, because they're horrible weeds that are going to choke you out, and you have to stay focused. So focus is that temptation, because here's the thing. If you put your blinders on like a racehorse, boom, you are focused. Like a Virgo, focused. You are going to keep moving forward, focused. But as soon as you take those blinders off and you let everybody tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, all that kind of stuff, then your focus is completely gone. Then what happens? You get confused. You get conflicted. You get all these other outside energies that shouldn't even be there. You should be asking the divine, what should I do? Who should I be with? Where should I go? How do I fix this? How do I create this solution? But you got to let the noise go. There's so much, you know, I'm older than a lot of you guys, and there is so much more noise and distractions that you guys have now than we did back in the day. Just adding a telephone to somebody's life, not let alone the computers and everything, just a telephone is so distracting. You lose so much, especially in communications and talking to people, socializing with people. You know, you just and even seeing, smelling the roses when you're walking down the street. Everybody's this way, this way, this way, this way. Gosh, look at that tree. Huh? 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 You know, the phones are a freaking distraction. Put them away for a while. Sit down for 10 minutes without a phone. Please. Get refueled. First card out, strength. It is going to be hard. You know, the divine does test. I have a bunch of people that are being tested right now, including me. And we're being tested, and my daughter even said, Mom, stay strong. Yeah, okay, fine. Even though it is something I really, really want, but stay strong, because this might not be what I need, and the divine will show it. If I need it, he'll give it to me. If I don't, then no. And then it's like my friend says, well, manifest it. This one I cannot manifest, because the powers that be are much stronger than me. So just know there are some restrictions we do put on ourselves, not intentionally, but sometimes. Okay, thank you, appreciate that. So they said the wall. Somebody's putting a wall up. Somebody is putting a restriction, a wall up. You can put a wall up to whoever this is for. You can put that wall up, but the thing is, that wall, does it have a door in it? Or is it just a solid brick wall? For example, I see a brick wall. I don't know why. When I see a wall, I see a brick wall. I love them because you could take take up huge mallets, and they would actually gradually tumble down, which is a good thing because we need to trust and believe. However, a lot of the times I see a wall. Somebody's got a complete wall. It's a solid wall, and there's no door in it. So I don't know who that's for, or who's out there that has a wall up to a relationship. This is where it's going to take strength in you, is that where you imagine that wall that you have, that fear. That wall is fear, basically, total fear. And you take that wall and you imagine that wall, and you imagine a door. You want French doors? Put French doors. If you want a regular door that opens, put a regular door that opens. But then what you do is, if you have a door there, then you allow that fear to drop down a little bit. When you open the door and you maybe trust somebody, that takes strength. That's going to take strength for somebody, because that is huge. That is huge. I can make sure my volume is up. Sorry, guys. But that is really, really huge, because that's saying, okay, I'm going to take that door open. That wall's going to drop a little bit. So each time you open that door, that wall's going to drop more and more. Before you know it, that whole wall is down, because you're facing your fears. Facing the fears is what you're doing. All right, so let's see what other cards we got going. So for some of you, please focus in on that wall. Putting a door in that wall this in the future. Yeah, because you're going to open opportunities up if you do that. If you don't put a door in your wall, then you're going to actually miss out on opportunities. So this 7 of Cups is about 2 things for you guys. So restriction yourself is basically putting the blinders on and starting to actually focus in on what's coming your way. I don't know what it is, but you're going to have an opportunity that is coming your way, and then you're going to have a choice to make, and that's where you're going to have to stay focused. All right. So for somebody, that's what that is all about. For another person, it is you have so much on your plate. You're so, I want to say, what's the word I'm trying to use? Because it's not spread thin. What is the word I'm trying to do? All I can think of is too many fishing poles in the water. You got all these wants, and you don't know what you want, because you're like, I want this, I want this, I want. Oh, thank you. The priorities are not in order, they said. Somebody's priorities are not in order, and you have to get them in order. Thank you. That, let me tell you, people, that takes strength. That takes strength right by itself. You know why? Because then you're telling yourself no to certain things. Ooh, we don't like that. Yeah, definitely. Because the Queen of Wands, even though she's really good communicator, it's all, and she does, these are desires of your soul kind of a thing. She's very much of a flutterbug all over the place. Do, 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 do. She loves getting around. She loves doing her thing. She loves having fun. She's got a little bit of a dark side to her. I think she's working on her revenge pretty much. So somebody has the thought here. Oh, that's not nice. So somebody's going out around talking about somebody, and they don't wish them well. I don't know who this is out there that's doing that. However, you're going around, it's sort of like a gossiping thing, which is not a good thing at all. But it's sort of like, no offense to anybody, but somebody out there can't keep their mouth shut. I hate that when somebody just can't keep their mouth shut. It's not that they're telling a secret. It's just they're sharing stuff they shouldn't be sharing. I don't know who that's for. That is where your restriction comes in. And that's where it's going to be really hard. Really, really hard, because you don't want to stop talking. I don't know who that is, but I'm saying this out of love because it's really important, because it's not healthy. It's really, really not healthy, whoever this is for. It's not healthy that you spread stuff. People tell you things in confidentiality or share with you in hopes that they can trust you. And apparently you're their friend, so why would you do that? And it's not healthy to grow a friendship or relationship when you go, especially, people go around. I don't think men have this problem as much as women. And, it could be a few men, but I don't know any men that do this. Working with men a lot and dealing with men and working with them in every aspect and being friends with men. I don't know anybody who talks about their relationships, their problems, or anything more than the women do. So we need women, zip it, and go find a mentor, go find a spiritual mentor to share that with. Somebody that is a spiritual coach, share that with. Spiritual, because there's something that's not working, that you have to go to a human being. And like some women will go to somebody who's been married 3 or 4 times and ask them marriage advice. I'm like, what the frick? What are you talking about? Why would you go to somebody who's married 3 or 4 times? You go to somebody who's been married 50, 60 years, 40 years, and then you ask them. However, that's not who you really ask in the very beginning. All right, because we have the next card out, Ace of Swords, Sword of Truth. Sword of Truth either divides, or it brings together, or it brings truth. Yes, thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you. The Hierophant, he is speaking today, guys. He's speaking today. This is going to be hard work for somebody. I don't know whose energy this is for. Speak the truth. Nothing else. Speak the truth. As hard as it is, you are going to have to work your buns off to learn how to zip it or speak the truth. Sorry, guys. But the Hierophant, remember, I'm going to say the Hierophant is the card of the year, all right? So remember that. All right. So let's see what else we've got going on here. Oops, did I put those? Oh, I did. These cards are so beautiful. I think I've told you about these cards. What did I do? Okay. These are the Fire Emblems. For those of you that are gamers out there, Fire Emblem cards. I love them. It was just a little hard to shuffle. I tried shuffling them by hand. What a joke. It probably looked like I was nuts and didn't know what I was doing, but these, I just have to do it this way. So let's get some clarification here on what is going on. King of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and 7 of Cups. King of Pentacles. This is the only pentacle. 2 of Wands. So this is whoever is sort of has loose lips, politely put. It's going to affect your future. You're going to create some future problem between two people, and that's not a good thing. So the King of Pentacles, and it might be at work. I'm thinking it's at work. Oh, I did this wrong. This has to go here, and this has to go here. Yeah. So in that energy, somebody's going to create problems at work. It's almost like you are spreading gossip, or you're telling the boss or telling somebody, that's not a good situation. Or if I don't know, I don't feel like this energy is you. I think somebody in the workplace is having loose lips and spreading it. I think the divine wants you to step in. We have the Ace of Pentacles actually for a planet energy here. And the Ace of Pentacles show definitely a message at work. I think there is somebody at your job or your school, or something you do in I hear a volunteering atmosphere that, somebody is this loose lips, and I feel like I can hear a lot of people are not happy with this. So it's time, the Hierophant is probably saying it's time to step in, maybe give them a lesson of truth, kindness, and love, to stop doing what they're doing. The Emperor, yes, it's all about authority and power. 8 of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Definitely. I think the boss has to get into it, or be known, or be told, or whoever's the authoritative, because this has to do with the Emperor, an authoritative position. 8 of Swords and 7. Yeah, it's gonna. So we have the Ace of Pentacles side by side with the Ace of Cups. This is something about standards, integrity, morals. Again, the restriction. I don't know who that's for. That's morals and restriction. All right. So somebody's having some issues in the speaking a little bit too much. So I think this, all I'm hearing though, you guys, is that the Hierophant, so which means a spiritual moment needs to be coming in, doing it in kindness, doing it in sharing and talking, and in love. And hey, you know what you're doing isn't really too cool. It's really hurting some people, and blah, 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 blah. So somebody needs to step in. I don't know who that is going to be. Could be you, or could be that energy that is going to be doing it. Just, if they come to you and say, I'm going to say something to them, then just say, well, just do it really kindly and nice. There's no reason to get all revengeful and nasty about it, right? Okay, so that's for that energy there. All right. So I'm going to do the planets here for the week, and go from there and see what's going to happen. Stormfields, a lot change coming up. I'm telling you, this person, whoever it is that talks too much, they're creating a problem, or it's in the problem, or it's getting through the problem. But it is the one good thing about it is going to allow somebody to set better standards and boundaries. I don't know who that's for, but it is going to allow somebody to set better standards, and they're going to be more of a higher level, be more of a spiritual level rather than an earthly level. Rather, it's going to be more second dimensional than first dimensional. Yeah. All right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Definitely. This is, let's see, that's the number 9, intense. Number 8, future numbers, and we got 2 number 8s. Woo! So this is all about your progress. This is all about somebody's progress because they're learning. Somebody's learning a tough lesson right now being tested. Okay, somebody is really, really learning because we have Stormfields, we have Ghostlands, this is number 8, and then we have Strength. And the reason why I did that is because we get 2 strengths. So somebody is going to really have to step inside their will and determination and be strong through whatever you're going through. It's going to pass. And this is the thing, what I really, really like is the Hierophant showed up. And he showed up between these 2. Remember I said somebody's got loose lips? Well, loose lips, Hierophant's going to correct it, straighten it out, and then we have the truth. Now, the thing with the truth is when he does straighten it out, it could separate. It could separate. Or it's going to bring it together and make it stronger. But I don't know which one it is for you. So that's going to be up to you guys. All right, Sagittarians, now just a heads up again. I'm recording this on the 5th. Please, please, please understand that I'm going to probably be doing some really last minute ones next week, Monday and Tuesday. If you would like to watch me live, I'm going to be on Monday and Tuesday only. I'm going to put 6 on one day and 6 on another. I don't know if it's going to be fire and water. I don't know what's going to be. However, I'm only going to be on those 2 days because I'm having knee replacement surgery on Wednesday. I'll probably be loopy 10th, 11th, 12th, maybe, and then we'll see if I can do a new moon reading. If not, I apologize. I know that some of you like to watch those. I really apologize deeply in advance if I don't. However, I would like you to please understand that when you like not only my channel, but any YouTube creator's channel, that means a tremendous amount to us because that allows YouTube to spread it out more, to allow more people to see it. So please, we just ask that you like more than anything. But of course, we want you to share and subscribe. Sharing it is sort of sharing is your way of spreading it, but YouTube's is like. So please like not only mine, but people that you watch because it's really important for their growth of their channels. And that would be great. Otherwise, we're going to see you on the 15th. And hopefully everything will go good with my surgery. I thank everybody so much with all your support and your love and your emails and your and your comments. They really mean a lot to me. I thank you so very much. It makes this a lot more fun and a lot more things for me to want to keep doing it. So thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Take care.